receive more rewards from him. The provincial pastor, Redeemed Christian Church of God, Province 6, Pastor Ime Udotong, gave the charge during a special service held at the El Shaddai Parish at Fort in Obong Blaze has the report.
It was a power-packed service for worshippers at the Redeemed Christian Church of God, El Shaddai Parish, as they gathered to return praises to God for His kindness and love. Pastor Ime Udotong, who preached on pleasing God, charged the faithful to always strive hard to please God by keeping His commandments and doing acts of charity, for God will not relent in blessing them.
I want you to understand that when you please God, there's some benefits that you derive that no other person can get. God has a way of protecting. God has a way of preserving.
The service featured special song and drama presentation by the children, as well as choir ministration. Some worshippers say the service was inspiring and soul-lifting.
The man of God took time to share the word, just to show us that there's a need for us to do things that pleases God, so that God can also bless us.
I've learned that we are created by God to bless God, and whatever we do in His vineyard can never go unrewarded.
That's equally to service God, to do things that pleases God, that their labor shall never be in.
I've experienced a whole lot of things which we know the Lord will continually keep us.
In Uyo, in Obong Blaze, NTA News.
The General Manager, NTA Uyo, Elder Chidi Uluka, has stressed the need for the implementation of policies and programs that will have direct bearing on journalists in the state. The General Manager made the call while receiving the Redemption Campaign Project team, who were in the station to solicit management support in the forthcoming NUJ State Council election. The report.
Every 3 years, the Nigerian Union of Journalists Akwa Ibom State Chapter elects new executives to run the affairs of the union. With the present administration due to expire on the 31st of July 2016, interested candidates in the various offices have commenced the process of campaigns to solicit votes from members. In line with the union's constitution, the Redemption Campaign Project Committee, which has Comrade Joseph Roberts as the chairmanship candidate, has taken their campaign to NTA Uyo. Declaring their intention, Chairman of Redemption Campaign Project Committee, Elder Edet Ekot Eden, appreciated the General Manager and management of NTA Uyo for the opportunity given them, stressing that their interest in the leadership of the NUJ at the state level is based on the desire to reposition the union. The chairmanship candidate, Comrade Joseph Roberts, pledged his resolve to implement programs that will be beneficial to journalists in the state if elected.
I shall ensure that I run a constitutional and an inclusive administration. I can assure members of our union from NTA that they shall be given pride of place in the scheme of things in the new NUJ.
The General Manager NTA Uyo, Eda Shuduluka, thanked the group for the visit and urged them to remain focused while making accountability their watchword.
I have actually seen their vision and the fact too that you have formidable people behind you. It means that they mean well for the union.
In Uyo, Ngozi Ume, NTA News.
Just a quick reminder that for more news and other information, you can visit our website and www.ntachannel12uyo.tv. Like us on our Facebook page, NTA Channel 12 Uyo, and you can equally follow us on Twitter at NTA Channel 12. The recent introduction of the vehicular speed limiting device by the Federal Road Safety Commission is expected to reduce road crashes and its attendant carnages, but the state of awareness for compliance among motorists remains uncertain. Charity James in this report takes a look at the speed limiting device and the level of awareness among vehicle owners in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom State capital.
Speeding is identified as a major contributing factor to road crashes and attendant casualties in Nigeria. For the purpose of creating a safer road and monitoring environment in Nigeria, the Federal Road Safety Commission, in collaboration with the Standard Organization of Nigeria, SAN, and National Automotive Design and Development Council of Nigeria, initiated the use of speed limiting device in vehicles. Akwa Ibom State Sector Commander, Federal Road Safety Commission, Cecilia Alao, throws more light on speed limiting device and its importance.
It works with the engine when it's installed. It does not allow that vehicle to go beyond the speed that it is pegged to go with. Since all drivers have tendency of overspeeding because they want to get to their destination within a specified period, we now thought of something that could address the speed itself, to be something that could be installed in the vehicle that will slow down anybody that wants to overspeed, and that is the function of the speed limiter device.
The question is, how many vehicle owners are aware of this speed limiting device?
I'm aware of it, and I think it's a welcome development. It will save a lot of lives. I'm not aware.
I'm not aware of that. That's one of the federal government. But I know in a car like that we have a speed limit that you have to operate upon. I must be cautious about it.
The state commandants of Federal Road Safety Commission also explained that strategies to implement and enforce the use of the device will begin with commercial vehicles.
We are focusing on commercial vehicles at present because they carry more of a lot of passengers from one place to another. And if we are looking at safety on the road, we should start from the commercial driver at this instant. We are not saying that it will not cascade to other category of drivers as time goes on.
Akwa Ibom State Coordinator, Standard Organization of Nigeria, Dauda M. Shilia, who spoke off camera, said although there is a collaboration for the introduction and use of the device, the decision on speed limiting standard is in the pipeline. It is therefore pertinent for vehicle owners to comply with this life-saving initiative by installing the speed limiting device in their vehicles. In Uyo, Charity James, NTA News.
A bit of sport news now. It is no longer news that Nigerian Super Eagles have crashed to the 70th and 17th positions in the world and Africa respectively in the latest FIFA ranking. Enogonble spoke with some football fans in Uyo to ascertain the way forward for the team.
The World Football Governing Body on Thursday released its July ranking with Nigeria Super Eagles at 70th position in the world and 17th in Africa with 514 points. Nigeria has been witnessing a steady decline on the monthly FIFA rankings, but Thursday's assessment was low for the three-time African champions who moved 9 places down from 61st position. Football fans in New York have attributed the fall in ranking of the Super Eagles to NFF inability to hire the services of a coach, which according to them, the Super Eagles have not participated in many big games.
They should not be disturbed about the ranking. They should organize friendly matches, both at home, neutral ground, and even in Europe, so that they will be able to withstand most of these European teams.
Nigeria, at where they are, is about few problems, coaching problems, and that we had. Now that we are putting our house in order, and then we start having friendly matches and having grade A matches.
They also advised that when a new coach is finally appointed, all players should be maintained to improve the team instead of scouting for new ones.
When they bring in new coach, they will just look for the area that is not that functioning, and they will look for a player that can fit in. They will not attach it to the team and make the team grow.
The NFF should concentrate. They should look for the players both at home and even in Europe, the Nigerian players that are ready to serve the country.
Nigeria is now ranked behind countries like Cape Verde, who is 62 and 11 in Africa, Uganda 69 and 15 in Africa, and Benin Republic at 68th position and 14 in Africa. while Algeria, who is grouped alongside Nigeria in the 2018 World Cup qualifier, is ranked 32nd in the world and remains the top team in Africa with 781 points. For sports updates in Auburn Blaze, NTA News.
The remains of Mr. Okon's famous Etokudo have been laid to rest in his family compound in Uyo. He was aged 65. Tika Okon reports that the funeral was conducted by the Lutheran Church of Nigeria, Uyo.
In Simon's body of late Okon Etokudo was laid instead for family members, friends, the church, and sympathizers to pay their last respects. Reverend Isang Eyo Umo admonished Christians to focus on things of God. The clergyman who took his sermon from 1 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 6 to 10 admonished the people to live a life worthy of God's glory.
The wisdom that comes from man brings down human integrity. The wisdom that comes from man does not elevate the glory of God.
Condolences were presented by individuals, family, the church, and organizations, including the Nigerian Television Authority Channel 12 Uyo. A biography of the deceased read by his daughter, Ms. Adiasom Okon Etokudo, shows that late Okon Etokudo started his career as a clerical officer in the office of the Secretary to the Military Government, Cross River State, in 1972, and later joined Nigerian Television Authority as a news assistant 1 and rose to the rank of marketing manager and retired meritoriously in 2010. In their tributes, the General Manager NTA Uyo, Elder Chidi Uluka, and Chief Technical Information Officer Mr. Osukwakang described the death of Mr. Okon Etokudo as unfortunate and prayed God to grant him eternal rest.
I've done his best, and I pray that God will console and comfort his family.
He was somebody that was very social. When he is committed to an idea, he will do everything to pursue it, to make sure that idea is realizable.
Some family members describe their father as a loving and caring man whose show of love will never be forgotten.
I just say God should allow him to rest in peace in Jesus' name, and to give me the strength to carry on.
He was a wonderful man. He was a good man, and I will miss him.
My father will be remembered for so many things, for his life, for the legacy he left behind, and we pray that may the Lord give him rest.
Late Okon Etokudo is survived by a wife, Deaconess Naomi Okon Etokudo, 5 children, grandchildren, and others to mourn his demise. In Uyo, Nsikak Okon, NTA News.
The weather forecast for today, Tuesday, July 19, 2016, shows that the morning period will be cloudy at 20 degrees Celsius. In the afternoon at 23 degrees Celsius, it promises to be rainy, while the evening period will also be cloudy at 24 degrees Celsius. And that's the news, but before we go, remember that peace and development go together. Promote peace in your environment and be security conscious. And that's the AM News. We thank you very much for watching. Join us again at 7 o'clock later this evening for another package. My name is Edidi Omiba. Good morning.
Watch NTA Channel 12 Uyo online via your mobile gadgets. To access NTA news and key programs, both current and previous videos, log on to NTA Channel 12 Uyo.tv. How to get our website? Quite easy. Get an active web browser. Type on the address bar www.ntachannel12uyo.tv and click enter. The site is responsive to every gadget, be it Android phone, tab, iPad, laptop, etc. That means it will automatically size to fit the screen of your gadget.
Wow!
You can subscribe to our news and be updated with all our news items every day on our Facebook page, NTA Channel 12 Uyo, and on our Twitter handle at NTA Channel 12. You can always watch NTA Channel 12 Uyo on StarTimes Channel 103 as an alternative.
This is serious.
Your dependable station.
It's celebration time. It's time to make new friends. Time for merriment and laughter. It's Children's Jamboree, a platform by NTA Channel 12 Uyo to celebrate children born on every month of the year. All celebrants are expected to pick up tickets at 1,000 naira from the NTA Uyo Finance Department and come with a birthday cake on the day of the Jamboree, while all other guests obtain their tickets at 500 naira on or before the date of the Jamboree. The Jamboree features educative games, competitions, school performances, comedians, musical artists, and lots more. The Jamboree will take place every last Saturday of every month, 30th July 2016, August, 27th August 2016, September, 24th September 2016, October, 29th October 2016, November, 26th November 2016, and the special edition in December. The time of the Jamboree is 10 a.m. prompt, venue NTA Uyo Arena. For more inquiries, please contact the producer of the month at NTA Uyo Programs Department. Children's Jamboree, there's always a gift for everyone. Sponsors are welcome.
Hello there, and thanks for joining us on this program, Health Matters.
As humans, we all have that natural desire to fit in or to belong. If that desire is left unchecked, we can cave in or give in to peer pressure. So how can you deal with peer pressure? Welcome to our Joel Half Hour. My name is Mercy Magan. Please stay with us.
Welcome to this week's edition of Hilltop Mansion, coming to you on NTA Channel 12.
My name is Jennifer C., anchoring this program, Issues of the Moment, and urging you to sit back and enjoy the program.
Safety on our roads is a program that is brought to help you stay safe, always, as a road user. This program is brought to you from NTA Channel 12 Uyo, your dependable station.
It's good to